Good afternoon, Mr. Janssens.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine. And you?
Yes, fine, thank you. First of all, I will thank you for working with me in the interview. It's a pleasure. So maybe first of all introduce yourself a bit.
Well, my name is Freddy Janssens.
Yes.
My education was engineering in electrophysics.
Yes.
And I came out of school in I think 68 or something like this.
Yes.
So
what was your job specifically?
I had no job in the beginning. I was just working as an assistant in a small Belgian company. I was helping creating products, but it was not really 100% my interest.
Oh, okay. So, and what was the reason that you went to Japan?
Well, I went to an interview in London, and I was. They were asking me to go to Japan because I was number one, and they said, "Would you prepare to go to Japan and see,
That's a great opportunity.
It was a really great opportunity.
Yes.
I learned to know more about the company, how the products are, what they were doing, and they paid everything, the trip and the stay in Japan for 3 weeks.
Okay, for 3 weeks, but you went there a couple of times, so...
Oh, it was only the first time.
Yes, only the first time,
after
I know,
that,
yes.
I've been there many times.
Many times, yes.
I grew up in the company as a manager, general manager, and
yes.
Assistant CEO.
That was just the introduction.
It was just the introduction, yes.
And when was the stay? I mean, like in years, which year was it the first
75.
time? 75, yes. So that's a long time ago, actually.
Exactly.
What was the... I know it's Japan, but what was the...
locality? It was Tokyo.
Tokyo,
yes, it was Tokyo.
So, okay, and was it difficult to adapt living abroad, or...?
Well, actually, it was not living, it was just making... I was there for the first time in my life, and I have to learn everything.
Everything was
habits,
new, yes.
The food, the way of behavior, the way of sleeping, the way of driving. They're driving the same way as in England. Everything was new for me, so I had to learn from A to Z.
A to Z, yes, indeed. So, in specific, the food, can you give me some examples?
Well, the food is so different. The food is absolutely different. Yeah, the Japanese cuisine now is known in Europe much better than it was at that time. At that time, nobody knew about the Japanese cuisine, but now they know. The food is excellent, but in the beginning you have to adapt yourself because it's raw fish, it's raw eggs, it's raw... it's so different. I cannot explain in a couple of words how different it was. So I lost 4 kilos when I was there.
Really? Yes. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. Which food did they prepare there, and did they go to? Did they prepare everything on their own, or did they go on restaurants a lot? Or?
Every evening I was invited by one of the board directors of the company to a different restaurant. We have many different sort of foods. You have sashimi, you have sushi, you have teppanyaki, you have... I can't tell them all, but it is so different, and in the beginning it was a bit difficult to get used to it.
Yes, I can understand. And about your stay, where did you stay there?
Well, I stayed
was it in an apartment? Or?
No, I stayed in an international hotel.
In a hotel,
quite a big hotel, with a sort of, not a suite, but it was great. I loved it. First time I was there, it was super.
Very luxury.
Very luxury. They came to pick me up with the driver every morning, and they drove me back in the evening after.
A taxi driver
no,
or someone who?
Company driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
It was very nice.
Well, and did you get homesick at the beginning, or?
At the beginning, I was missing a bit, the tradition of Europe, the food, the way of living,
Yes,
it was my first time. I was still a young engineer. I haven't been, abroad so many times.
Yes.
So I get used after a couple of times because they entertained very well. After the hard days I had, we went to restaurants, we went to karaoke bars, which I never heard the first time in my life, and it was quite an experience.
And about religion, first of all, the religion, was it important there?
No,
and
the religion
also the difference between the men and women.
Well, let me tell you first about the religion. The religion is the same as in Europe. They are religious. Most of them are Buddhists, but they are not traditional Buddhists. They are Shintoists. Shintoism is a form of Buddhist, and most of the Japanese are Shintoists, but they are not practicing. Sometimes
a bit
they
like,
go to
like in Belgium. So
yes.
everyone says they're Catholic, but actually no one goes to church. And
that's true. That's exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
That's not an important factor in the business in Japan.
And about the man-woman.
Oh, that's also an interesting question, because men are predominant.
Predominant, yes.
Yes, they have to. They are very important in a company. The best secretaries are very, very highly educated, but they can never do their job. For instance, the secretary of Mr. Takayama, who was the president, she was a doctor in the medicine, and she has a specialty in cancer operations and so forth. But she worked as secretary of Mr. Shimazaki, Takayama.
So their education doesn't really matter, actually.
No, that's true.
Yes, okay. About the working abroad issue, so you already told me why you decided to move abroad, but how did you experience?
No, actually, sorry, I was not moving abroad. I was working with a company abroad, and working. At the end, I was working in Europe, so I wasn't living there.
Yes,
living
I know.
There
but when you were there, you had to adapt living abroad and working abroad. So then about the people at work. So were there different working hours? For example, how a 9 to 5 job, or I don't know.
Well, the working hours are very, very flexible in Japan. I mean, flexible depending on the managers. Because, for instance, I was going to a session the first time I was there. I was going to a session to learn the products. The program was very specialized, starting 9 o'clock till 12, and 1 o'clock till 5. But if we weren't finished, sometimes we were there till 8 o'clock.
Oh, so
it is flexible.
Flexible.
But very strict. Everything is programmed. Everything is organized.
Yeah. So when you have a meeting with someone, or how do you say it? When you're all together to discuss something, it's all planned.
It is all planned. Yes. You cannot intervene when they are explaining about the product. You cannot ask questions. You should wait till he has explained everything, and then he said, "Are there any questions?" Yeah, you can ask questions each of the time. For instance, you first, and then that's the way of it.
Yes. Okay, I understand. So, and can you give me some examples? How you adapted when you came there for the first time? For example, the greeting. How did you greet the people?
That is
the
very,
local
very,
etiquette?
The etiquette in Japan is very, very important. You have to go there. You have to first thing they do is printing a business card for you in English on the one side, Japanese on the other side. If you come there, you have to present it. You have to bow first of all.
Yes.
If it is a person high level than you have to bow and give it to him.
When you don't bow, it's completely wrong.
No, you should first bow.
Yes.
Depending the title he has, you bow once, you bow twice, or you bow 3 times, depending on the title. And then you give the card, and then he gives his cards. And if you want to have some words with you, he is asking you to sit, but please don't go and sit first.
Yes.
Because that's impolite.
Very impolite.
You should wait till he has been seated, and then you can sit.
Well, that's interesting to know, because when you go there and you don't know it might be...
No, that's true.
Yes. And can you give some advice for people who will do the same thing as you when they go to Japan? What will you recommend them?
Most important in Japan, if you wish to work for a company, is always to take care of the position you are in. You never should, you're working for instance, Mr. Obama, Mr. whatever, and he is manager, and sometimes you're meeting his boss.
Yes.
Never go to his boss, but always stay with you. Never go steps higher, because then they will cut you down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You should always stay.
So that's the main tip
That's the main tip I have. Yes, always stay in your rank. To get up, you should stay with your own manager and not go to the general manager or to the vice president. So I knew a person who was an Englishman. He came there and he met the president. He thought he was very friendly with him, and he said, "Oh, can I do it?" He was immediately sacked.
Really?
Because that's not the way they do.
Okay, that's interesting advice. I thank you for the interview. I learned a lot, so thank you.
It's been my pleasure.
Yes. Bye.